high drama in Game 1. A capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and I think it's worth remembering right here that once you get to the postseason, it's not always the best team that wins. It's the hottest team that wins. And these guys got a good road win in Game 1, and they're going to be looking to build on that one right here. Set
for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 New York Mets.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. John Jay makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now the pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
And now a pitch on the way. Now a ball sliced hard on the ground. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, you know, this is a guy who's going to come right at you, even when he's got you down in the count 0-2. Right here he's thinking punch out. But this one bites off a little bit too much of that strike zone, and he squanders that advantage in the count by serving up an 0-2 single to the first batter he faces.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
The 1-0 pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Ready now on 1-1. On the ground to second base, this could be two. Back to first, and Markakis bounces into a double play.
Well, so much for that leadoff single to start the ball game. Here's a good pitch to the number 2 hitter, and he gets him to beat it into the ground, and that's an easy double play.
Chad Harris will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The 1-1. And, oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there. Ready with the 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2. Foul back. The 2-2 one more time. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
2 out, nobody on. Full count pitch on its way. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Over to his left. He's up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing in the first against Bartolo Colon. Cardinals 0, Mets coming to bat. It's a rematch of the 2006 NLCS, and it's on the show. Time now to meet the Mets as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. They'll have to match up against one of the very best around these past few seasons, the hard-throwing right-hander Adam Wainwright. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Knee high, he barehands it. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see. Let's call this thing a swinging bunt. Call it whatever you want. He'll call it a leadoff single.
Juan Lagares will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
Now here's the first pitch. And now he squares around and drops down a good one. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
And I think this shows you right away how they're going to plan to play this one. It's just the bottom of the first inning, but they know that runs are going to be hard to come by. So they're playing for that 1 run already. And they get the man to second base with just 1 out.
Michael Lee will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
Batting fourth, third baseman, number 3.
Number 3 steps in now. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And that's in there for strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Men on third with 2 down. Set, now the pitch. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. The next 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
A 1-2 from Wainwright. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for it.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Nick Savage will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
First pitch coming. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Now here's the pitch. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Hard hit down the line. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner.
Well, this is just excellent plate coverage here. I mean, this is a guy that uses the entire field. You'll see him just reach that bat out there and slap it down the first baseline for a base hit.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
Pause, now the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
Now the 1-1 to Peralta, and this will be fouled away. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here he comes on 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now another 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
3-2, here it is. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One left for the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Number 30 will start things off in the bottom of the second.
First baseman, number 30.
First offering on the way. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. On the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
3-0 is on the way. And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
David Lee will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The next pitch. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. On to first to complete the double play.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
In now, Michael Kadire. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. The 1-0. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Yeah, I think this has got to be an infield single. You see the reaching attempt there at short. Even if he fields this ball cleanly, there's no guarantee they were going to get him at first, and this is indeed going to be a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Peter Borges is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Leading off for St. Louis, the left fielder, number 8, Peter Borges.
Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. And this catches the outside corner, strike one.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Bends down, and he barehands it. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Into the box now, Adam Wainwright, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
The pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Now the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
John Jay will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. First pitch on the way. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
And the pitch. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. We'll try again, 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bartolo Colon makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now here's the pitch. Ball 1. the 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, it usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Here he comes, 3-1. And it's full now, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Daniel Murphy will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. And here's the first pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. He's ready. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he thought of taking third here, too?
Well, if he's smart, I think he'll stay right there. No sense forcing it with nobody out.
Wainwright ready, the 1-1. And this is hit well towards the hole. Look at this. Oh, too late on the throw, but that is what you call a major league effort just to make that one close.
Yeah, a nice effort down there at first. This is full extension to pull it in. Then he tries to shuffle this one off to the pitcher covering first. It's close, but they couldn't quite get him.
Here's Juan Lagares. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Big pitch here, 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And now this ties up Peralta. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. Michael Lee will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Need a base hit here.
First pitch coming. Goes down to get the off-speed pitch here as this is sent in the air out to left. It's got some carry to it. And that ball is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Standing in now, number 3. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
Now the 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Pitch on the way. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Well, he's going to have to straighten himself out here pretty quickly, or he's going to be in danger of coming out of this ball game.
Now the 3-0 offering. And a curious looking swing that time, as he likely had ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he's allowed 1 home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
Number 30 will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time, and this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game, as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, let's take a while to get used to, believe me.
4 runs here in this half inning. He waits. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop.
David Lee will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
1-0.
1-0 pitch now. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Now the 2-0 home. Grounded fouled off to the right. Here it comes, 2-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 2-2 coming. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. Now the relay home. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
And you wonder now how close they are to chasing this starting pitcher. That's 5 runs home now in this inning alone. And in most cases, that's pretty much enough for a manager to pull the plug.
Michael Kadire will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it up into a 6-0 lead.
And I don't care what the name or number is on the back of your jersey. If you get knocked around for 6 runs in an inning, I don't care who you are. It's time to get you out of there.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that will spell the end of the evening here for Adam Wainwright. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Jaime Garcia is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Brian McCann will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as they'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. First pitch to him. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Comes set, now the pitch. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. He's ready now. The pitch. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher? Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you get. He's got to be loving this right now. And I got a feeling they're not done scoring runs for him yet.
Bartolo Colon will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Now the first pitch. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes. One 0 on the way. Just missing here, 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Boy, you have got to make this guy.
Here comes the 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
Yeah.
Here he comes on 3-1. And not the kind of swing you're looking for, 3-1 as it runs to a full count now, 3-2.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
The 3-2 pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now the 3-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the full count offering. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Daniel Murphy will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Now here's the first pitch. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. One 0 on the way. 2-0 now.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Now the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Two-one. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. 3 complete from Citi Field. It's the Mets 6 and the Cardinals nothing. Nick Markakis will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Here's the first offering. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. So 1-1 now to Markakis. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone. So a leadoff home run to get things started here in the 4th. So a solo home run by Nick Markakis. His first homer so far in the series, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Well, with the hole they dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back. But stranger things have happened, and who knows? Well, maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
Into the box, Chad Harris. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's the 1-0. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes a 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Right.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Nick Savage will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Well, the very fact that he gets to this ball, that's impressive. But there was no way he was going to be able to get enough on that throw. So that'll be scored an infield single.
In now, Mark McGuire as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Colon ready with the 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Look into McCann, the 1-1. 1-1, a fastball high, 2-1 now.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Runners on first with one down. Here comes a 2-2. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, and as you guys well know, mistakes tend to get magnified here in the postseason, so we'll have to see if this free 90 feet winds up leading to a run.
Colon looks back, now the pitch. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Yadier Molina will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First pitch coming. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. From the belt, the pitch. Now both runners on the move. Not in time as he just sneaks in there, and it's a double steal.
They have really taken some liberties against this guy here in the inning. Not only have they been hitting him hard, but now they're running wild off him too, as both guys move up 90 feet on the double steal.
Runners are at second and third with one down. 2-0 count, the pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Out of here! She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, his first homer here in the series, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Well, this was the perfect storm out there. 2-0 count to a dead red fastball hitter. Oh, he just muscles up on this and jumps all over the thing. That was too easy.
Now batting.
Here's Johnny Peralta now,
Johnny Peralta.
as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
And now, even with 4 runs in against you here in the inning, you got to just wipe the slate clean and just take the approach that you're starting over out there.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch.
2-0 the count.
Not close. It's 2-0. And for whatever the reason, he's really fallen off the rails here in the fourth.
And it looks to me like he's looking very tentative out there as well. And that's usually the kiss of death for a starting pitcher. You've got to go right at guys.
Here comes the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And from where I'm sitting, you know, this guy looks to be a guy that's starting to rush out there now. Might not be a bad idea for the catcher to try and slow him down a bit.
The 3-0. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Peter Borges will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Lee back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Jaime Garcia will get his first shot at it here. First pitch coming. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Mets 6 and the Cardinals 4. Juan Lagares will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Here in the 4th, center fielder, Juan.
Here's the first offering. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 from Garcia. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And you know, for a while there, this was starting to look like this might be a lost cause, but now after the 4-run inning, he's got a real job to do out there. These guys are right back in this thing, so they need a shutdown inning here. And that's a good job to get that first out.
Michael Lee will dig in. Had a 3-run homer his last time. And here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off-speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. There to play it is Borges, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 3.
Number 3 will step in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch coming. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. In there, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
The 3-1 is on the way. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now the first pitch just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Mets are out on top, 6-4. John Jay come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll open the 5th inning here with the ball on the ground for short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Nick Markakis will get another shot. He homered his last time. First pitch on the way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Here's a 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Four runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The 2-0. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Next pitch, number 72 for Cologne here tonight. Now the 2-1 to Markakis. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
1 out, nobody on. The 2-2. And here is strike 3 called, and I think that's a Cy Young winner's benefit of the doubt for Cologne on that one. Wow.
And he's finding the terrain much easier to navigate this time around. After that 4-run inning, this is a guy who needs a quick inning here, and he's 2/3 of the way home.
Chad Harris will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
These have both been easy takes so far. Neither one of these pitches really approaching the strike zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail it here 6-4. David Lee will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
David Lee.
First pitch to him. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Now here it comes. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Now the 3-1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him, one gone.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Michael Kadire will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around.
Come on, man.
Now the first pitch. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Picked up by Peralta. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Kadire, and there are two away.
The catcher, number 36, Ryan McCann.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in the all-star catcher, Brian McCann. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. The 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at one. 2 out, nobody on. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes the 1-2. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Again, a 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 6-4. Nick Savage will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Here's the first offering. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
The 1-0 home. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Lagares is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the fourth, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
Mark McGuire will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
0-1 pitch is a high chopper over to the right side. And out at first as he almost beat him to the bag that time, but the foot just beats the runner for out number 2. Yadier Molina will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. The pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. (1-0). Hammered the other way to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. Gone! A clutch home run as they narrow the gap here in the late innings. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Here's Johnny Peralta now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Now here's the pitch. Another fastball, another cold strike. 0-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now a pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Cardinals get 1 in the inning thanks to Yadier Molina. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Mets 6 and the Redbirds 5. David Wright is going to loosen up now in the on-deck circle, so that's going to be off for Cologne in this one. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Daniel Murphy will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
One on the way. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Pitch on the way. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
2-2 pitch on the way. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Full count offering on its way. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
When you're talking about guys that throw a good slider, it's not necessarily the movement you're talking about. It's the late movement. I mean, here he goes to offer at this thing, and it's just not there anymore.
Here's Juan Lagares. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Now the pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Garcia ready, the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Here's the 2-2 home. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Josh Edgen is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Josh Edgen.
Peter Borges will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Leading off for St. Louis, the left fielder, number 8, Peter Borges.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Here's the pitch. He's a bit out in front here as he hammers that pitch to deep left field, but it'll wind up a foul ball, a souvenir. Here's the 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A 2-1 offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Jaime Garcia.
Ichiro Suzuki will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 51, Ichiro Suzuki.
And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The pitch. And that misses 1-1. Now the 1-1 home to Ichiro. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now the 2-1. And Ichiro, normally an opposite field hitter, but this time he pulls the ball well foul into the seats in right. Here now the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. 2-2. Fouled back. Another try at 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. 3-2, here it comes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
John Jay will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Bud Norris will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Bud Norris.
Michael Lee will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. The 1-0. This ball will be chopped foul. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here he comes on 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a 1-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Number 3 will step in. Couple of walks thus far. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. First pitch coming. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Nobody out, runner on first. The next pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
So 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Stepping in now, number 30. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Now the 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
And he's right on the fastball there. Hit pretty well out towards deep left. Borges has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
And it's got to be frustrating to be a power hitter like he is and play 81 games in a pitcher's park like this one. I mean, guys are motivated by numbers, and you just wonder what he could be doing in a ballpark that better suits his swing.
David Lee will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Here's the first offering. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. On the way. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Hitters count 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 3-1 coming. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead this one 6-5.
Vic Black.
Will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Vic Black.
And here is Nick Markakis now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now here it comes. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots his ball right back up the middle.
Chad Harris will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Stop the call right here.
And here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
On the way. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A curveball hit right back at him. The throw pulls him off the bag. And he is in there.
Well, that may just open the door wide enough for these guys to get back into this ball game. Now you've got the tying run in scoring position at second base, so a base hit could get us right back to even.
Nick Savage will stand in, and after the error, that certainly changes the scope of this inning around.
Yeah, you were looking at maybe 2 outs and nobody on. Now it's 2 on and nobody out. That's about as big a change as you can get.
First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Markakis off a second. Now the pitch. Ball 1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
1-1 pitch on the way. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third, and they will get him at third as he might have broken a little late as that ball got away, and that's a tough pill to swallow. 1 gone. Here he comes on 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 offering. Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. Lagares will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Mark McGuire will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
The batter, number 4.
Yadier Molina will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Stop him right here!
Now the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Want us to put it on a team for you? Just get the out.
Pause, now the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Comes set, now the pitch. Ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Let's get him out.
Here's the 1-2. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. This one remains close. It's 6-5.
Your attention, please. Now
New
pitching
pitcher
for
coming on, and it looks to be the right-hander Matt Belisle.
Matt Belisle.
Michael Kadire will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game.
Left fielder, Michael Kadire.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The catcher, number 36, Ryan McCann.
Brian McCann will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 now to McCann. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. So 1-1 home. And now, oh, it's off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. And if your mind wanders toward what's left on the bench, there you get a look at what the Mets have remaining to choose from. Matt Carpenter will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
He's set, now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. As a look, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Harris backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. And Jay will take this one in, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1 as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Paul Lee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 15, Paul Lee.
Johnny Peralta will be the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll be a base hit. So they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth.
And you know, just like any pitch, there's good knuckleballs, and then there's some bad ones too. This thing comes right back down the heart of the plate. Those things are much easier to handle than the pitch that starts in the middle of the plate and then runs somewhere else.
Here's Peter Borges standing in, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2. A runner at first with no outs here. From the stretch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
A big first out there. That keeps the tying run anchored at first. That's important because it's still going to take an extra base hit to get him home.
Matt Adams will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
32, Matt Adams.
Tries to hold back on the check swing, but this is popped foul. He's ready. Now the pitch. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Kadire is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
John Jay will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. First pitch on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
A runner on first with 2 away. Here's the 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Yeah, and now he's tried the changeup, he's tried the curveball, and he hasn't been able to get him to bite. Now he's in a little bit of trouble, down 2-0.
Now the 2-0. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready on 2-1. Ball 3.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
2 out with the man at first. 3-1 on the way. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets, in a game they really needed, are able to salvage game 2 here at home as the ball game is over.
Oh, that is just straight gas on the final pitch. 100 miles an hour as he comes in to finish this one off.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ball game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Mets come out on top, 6-5. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For St. Louis, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Bartolo Colon. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 45 in Houston. And remind you to please drive home.